EWS,
the Overnight Underground Podcast. Here's your headlines. Cali gets a little shake. Texas foot-in-the-mouth disease. Yoga pants outrage. I get your tip line right here. And rock band face masks are now a thing. These stories and more coming up on today's Overnight Underground News. I'm John Ford. U.S. coronavirus deaths have just about doubled in a week, hitting the 45,000 mark, and over 800,000 infected nationwide. Still, experts say that the lockdown is working, pointing out that many of those sick in the U.S. indicate a lagging of infections. Those now sick became infected early in the lockdown. So, no, it's probably not quite time to crack open skulls and feast on the goo. California is also seeing a spike in coronavirus cases, with the largest one-day jump in reported infections, and over 7% increase in infections being reported in a 24-hour period. And if things weren't bad enough in Cali, LA was hit with a magnitude 3.7 earthquake in the early morning hours today. The epicenter was just north of Inglewood. There have only been sporadic reports of stupidity. And just to show you that stupidity isn't just quarantined to California, in Texas there's always been the stupid. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick has caught a lot of flack from a recent remark. Well, let's hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Let's face reality of where we are. In Texas, we have 29 million people. We've lost 495, and every life is valuable. But 500 people out of 29 million, and we're locked down, and we're crushing the average worker. We're crushing small business. We're crushing the markets. We're crushing this country. And what I said when I was with you that night, there are more important things than living. And that's saving this country for my children and my grandchildren, and saving this country for all of us.
Dan Patrick on Fox News. So, yeah, folks are a little upset over his remark.
There are more important things than living.
Undoubtedly not the brightest thing ever to emanate from a human's lips, but let's face it, people get upset and offended over pretty damn much anything these days, as long as they can make their outrage fit into their own little personal political viewpoint.
You both should be fired. You highly offended me.
Case in point. The world of outrage is outraged at, let's spin the wheel of outrage. If you picked Lululemon, step right up and pick up your camel toe.
Oh my God.
But everything is all good, because they already apologized.
I apologize.
It seems that a t-shirt designed by one of its art directors triggered, oh my God, someone was triggered.
Oh God.
An outrage and viral accusations of racism that spread throughout the Twitter blogo webosphere. The t-shirt in question appeared on the website of California artist Jess Sluter under the name Bat Fried Rice. It featured chopsticks and bat wings on the front and a Chinese takeout box with bat wings on the back. Yep, Jess has been fired. And Lululemon, or as they say in China, Ruru-Remen, said the shirt was inappropriate and inexcusable. I say it was kind of funny. But Ruru-Remen apologized that an employee had been affiliated with promoting the allegedly offensive t-shirt. Undoubtedly, the Streisand effect will be in full effect, and cheap Chinese knockoffs will be available for sale by the usual suspects. It still doesn't change the fact that whomever said one person can't change the world never ate an undercooked bat. But wait, we have even more offensive material for your listening pleasure.
Let the hate flow through you.
According to that bastion of journalistic integrity, the New York Post, the mayor's newly erected tip line, let's call it what it really is, a snitch line, isn't getting the responses he had hoped for. The smartphone's snitch line intent was to rat on people violating social distancing rules, but de Blasio's cunning plan has backfired in the most glorious New York way. The citizens of Gotham have been flooding the snitch line with crank dick pics and people flipping the bird. You know, you just can't make this shit up. According to the Post, other debased messages included a photo of a bowl of gummy candies in the shape of male genitalia and a sign saying, "Eat a bag of dicks." I have never been so proud of New Yorkers. I'm actually shocked it's taken this long, but the commander-in-chief is starting to wag the dog. After a couple of days of Iranian gunboat harassment in the Persian Gulf, which are really nothing more than a speedboat with a .50 cal strapped on the deck, President Trump has ordered American warships to, quote, destroy those said Iranian gunboats that pester American warships. Well, actually, he ordered American ships to shoot down the pesky Iranian gunboats. Great. Now the Iranians have flying boats.
It was all bullshit.
As they say in the Tenderloin, shoot up, you dumb twit. In somewhat related news, Iran has launched its first military satellite into orbit. Besties, the U.S. and Israel, have so far declined to confirm the satellite did reach orbit. I hate to be Captain Obvious here, but if you can launch a satellite into orbit, it's not a stretch to say you're probably pretty damn close to being able to launch and target an ICBM. Drug prices are skyrocketing in Nueva York. No, not those kinds of drugs. The prices on illegal drugs are ticking up due to the coronavirus, with weed prices up over 55% in the Empire State.
Oh, the humanity!
The website Fact New York reports that the DEA has also seen a price rise in cocaine of 12%, and heroin costs are up 7%. I feel like I'm reading the Dow. The DEA says the price hikes are likely due to the availability of chemicals to cook the drugs, many of them made in China, and Mexican cartels intentionally holding or stockpiling drugs to increase the price. Why not cash in on the pandemic? According to the BBC, rock bands have started selling face mask merchandise.
These go to 11.
Metal bands such as Megadeth and Korn have started selling their branded masks on their online stores. My Chemical Romance already has a stockpile from masks they designed before the pandemic for a concert planned in the desert. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll just stuff the masks in their annoying little mouths. Forget about the bunker. This guy has a better way to bug out. A Corpus Christi ER doc has been banished from his house over coronavirus fears and the spread of said virus to his family. So what to do? Why, move into the treehouse in the backyard you built for your kids, of course.
My name's Dr. Jason Barnes. My wife has informed me that I'm not coming home. I've actually treated, patients positive with the virus, and, trying to think about bringing that home is scary for us. I came up with the treehouse quarantine. Welcome to my crib.
That's Dr. Jason Barnes on CBS DFW. The good doctor has equipped the treehouse with a bed, air conditioning, and a portable bathroom. No word on the booze and hookers. Those stimulus checks, well, they sure are stimulating something. That bastion of journalistic integrity, the Washington Examiner, reports that there has been over a 20% jump in porn website traffic since a check started rolling out. According to the spokesman from cams.com, quote, many people are splurging on adult entertainment and indulging in their sexual fantasies. Since April 13th, we've seen a 22% uptick in traffic to our live streaming site, and tips to our models have increased by 40%. I wonder if it's just the tip.
N-E-W-S.
A mostly correct and occasionally incomplete transcript and links to reference sources and articles of this Overnight Underground can be found at overnightunderground.com.